Hi ka-jardineros and ka-jardineras! Welcome back to our channel, The Urban Jardinera, where we talk about plants and sustainable ideas at home in the garden. This is Ding again, your jardinera from Cebu, and for today's video guys, it's going to be another propagation day, and I know that you have been requesting for this plant for us to propagate, and daghan sad kaayo ang nangita ani guys sa among garden, and daghan naggahulat, so ato na siyang i-propagate. And of course you already have an idea kay na sa ato na siyang gipa-star ato ang mga manjula diri guys. We have 3 pots of manjula that we are going to propagate today. So dili mag-uol guys sa mga nangita og manjula nga medyo kaya sa bulsa, moraita. We are going to release these babies soon, maybe after 2 to 3 weeks from this video. I'm hoping mapaspas na ko edit guys, kaya kay ko mag-edit. But anyway, in this video, we are going to talk about the scientific classification of this plant, how to take care of this plant, the description of this, and also propagation and aftercare. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell button so every time we upload a video, you will be notified. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and start our propagation for today. For those of you who are wondering on the scientific classification of this plant, this is still an auroid guys. This still belongs in the Araceae family, and the genus is Epipremnum and the species is Epipremnum Aureum Manjula. Patented ni siya actually in the University of Florida, but daghan na circulate ani nga tanom, so we are very grateful no kay aside from it's very easy to grow, super beautiful sad kayo siya. Of all the epipremnums, this is my favorite. The foliage of this plant is circular here, and there's the flap here, and there's the lobe. Look at this amazing color guys, from green or light green, and then silvery green, and then cream, and sometimes we have the white color, say for this one. Sometimes all white na siya guys, all cream. Let me show you all the pots that we have here today. I will be flexing them. So this is one pot. We also have another pot here guys, super beautiful. For these 2 pots, I will not be propagating them kay akuan na siya. Akuan na siya, dili na ko ihatag. But for this one, a little bit of background about this pot of manjula guys. I got this from Giselle nga silingan no sa namo sa Lapu-Lapu. I didn't know nga silingan dai mi nagbarter mi sa ako ang philodendron tricolor ang ako ang price. I also have another pot here. This one is from Sir Dan. Hello Sir Dan and Ma'am Lai. And this is our 3rd pot that we are going to propagate today. I got this pot from Miss Aureum, which is one of the Epipremnum collectors here in Cebu guys. And she has a page if you want to check out her page. The little green corner. For plant care, you treat them as one of your philodendrons. It's really just the same care with philodendrons guys. This is also an auroid plant. They are epiphytes or epiphytic plants, and that means that in their natural habitat, they survive growing on top of another surface or usually a tree. They can just get the nutrients that they need from their surroundings like air, rainwater, moisture from the plants around them. So that's why survive siya soilless media. For the light requirements, bright indirect light. If outdoors, you can put them under the canopy of a tree. For your indoor space, you can put them somewhere near the window or near the light source. Grow light perhaps, that's fine too. Just make sure that if you put them near the window, you have to rotate them from time to time, maybe every week, just to make sure that they have an even growth. Unless na siguro guys if you want them to grow in one side. So yeah, you don't need to rotate. If you are also using garden net, the recommended shade is 70 to 80%. That's for the light requirement. As for the watering guys, I still do the finger testing. Again, I don't want to advise you thrice or twice a week because again, in every home we have different drying point condition. Depende na siya sa inyong balay guys and kung asan niyo giposisyon inyong tanom. But the safest way for you to check when to water the plant is through finger testing. So sayonara guys, all you have to do is to just feel the media, maybe a top inch of the media, and it feels dry, you need to water them na. Or if you are very technical and very particular again on your watering schedule, you can also use this. This is a 3-way meter. It has already pH, moisture, and also pH, moisture, and light. Okay, so you can also use this. Just make sure that this part right here touches the root area, so you'll get an accurate result. For the quality of the water there guys, again, we don't want to do tap water here, but they can still take tap water. What you can do though is you leave a bucket of water overnight, and the next morning that's fine to use. We have already evaporated the chlorine content of the water. Or you can use distilled water. If dagan mo distilled water sa inyo ha guys, why not? Ipamubo ninyo sa inyong tanom. But buff man mi guys, ito na lang ta sa rainwater. The rainwater is the best water for your plants guys. I have mentioned some of the benefits of rainwater in our Calathea Jungle Rose video. Check that out. So next is the media. For aroids guys, I really recommend you using the soilless media, because especially if you have had problems with root rot before, I assure you guys 100% if you are using soilless media, you won't have any problems in terms with root rot. Soilless media is very fast draining. Philodendrons do love moisture, but not to the point of having wet feet. I keep on mentioning this. Maybe soil media works for other hardineros and hardineras out there, but for me, if it's an aroid plant, I have to put soilless media. Sometimes I put biocharcoal soil, but for new propagations, I really use the soilless media. So if you have additional questions, very specific questions on how to take care of your pothos, just comment down below. And up next will be, let me quickly show you the materials that we will be using for this propagation. We have first our soilless media. For this propagation, I adjusted the usual ratio. We have here 40% cocoa cubes, 20% pumice, and I'm using the mongo size guys because we have a smaller plant. And then I also have 20% cocoa peat and 20% acacia leaves. And next is of course we have our mighty scissor, and then next is we have small pots. I'm reusing all those pots that I got from nurseries guys. So I have alcohol just to sanitize our cutting tool every time we do cuts, no? I'm going to use also my super worn out gloves guys. I'm treating my hands with tea tree, so that's why I have to use gloves as well. Okay, yeah, I think you're already familiar with our cinnamon powder. If you ran out of cinnamon powder, we also have another option for you. This is activated charcoal guys, so pwede din mo siya magamit if you don't have cinnamon. So I guess ready na to guys. Let's go ahead and do our propagation. Okay guys, so we are going to do the cut right here. Ano siya? Kani? Okay, so this is going to be our top cut. So we will have around four leaves, no? Where do you cut guys? It's after the node. The node is where the leaf and the roots grow, like this guys. This one is one node, so this one mas clear ni siya. There's the leaf, the base of the leaf, and then aerial roots. So this is one node, and then another node here, another node here. If you're going to cut in between nodes, then that would be perfect because we already have an aerial root. Ani mo grow ang imuhang new baby. Going back to our first pot for today's video, we have to sanitize this, and then let's cut. There you go. We have to detach our existing roots from this pole. So this is good because this is just a moss pole, so we can just detach it right away. This is our first cut. I will be using cinnamon powder. Of course, we also have to do the other end. So here is our first harvest for today's video. Okay, so let's do our second pot. very lush pot of Manjula. This is from Sardan. So I'm going to cut here, guys. This is our top cut. So we'll have like 4 leaves. Like, even though that we already have an aerial root here, I don't want to cut here because this is too young. You would know anyways because this one is much lighter like this, and then this one is dark green. So I will cut right here. So again, before you cut, you have to always sanitize, and then I cut right here. Bam! There. So this is our first cut. Guapa. Dip with our cinnamon. And here, this is already a growth point. So for the rest, next time na lang, ako sa nang ipalush, no? So put cinnamon again on the other end. I left off how many leaves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 leaves. Mulush ni siya, don't worry. Okay, next is we have to get the top cut. So for the top cut, I'll do right here. So these cuttings, guys, let's go ahead and plant them. Let me also quickly pinpoint why we have to use a smaller pot when propagating. We don't want to overwhelm the plant. If you have a bigger pot, you will be using a lot of media, and every time you water, guys, na siya possibility nga malata siya because of the surface area that the media has to cover. Since you have a bigger hole here, look for a cocoa cubes that also bigger, like this one, okay? And put it right at the bottom just to prevent erosion every time you water. Put 1/3 of the media and just pop your plant right there, like this. Okay, now secure the position of your plant with your hand, and the other hand will do the back filling. Add more if you need to. So this is our first pot for today's video. Let's do another pot. So this is our second pot. Here's another top cut. The moss here, guys, is fine. Pop it right inside. So we have our third pot. This is also our third top cut. I've decided to just do 1 leaf or 1 node per propagation because I'm using very small pots. So I'll just cut them, no? We have more cuttings now. Kaya to siya itagsa-tagsa na to siya, guys. Mag-factory tag manjula, guys. So for those who don't have manjula yet, just let me know. I need more pots, guys. So I have more pots here. Also small size pots. So all in all, we have 14 manjulas. Okay, human na ta, guys. Mailhan ako kung hapit na tamahuman kay kanang nagkalata na sa danga ang akong gumamela sa akong dunggan. So out of these 3 pots here, we have made 14 pots of baby manjulas. So if you're interested, let me know, guys. For aftercare, I think you are already familiar with how I do aftercares, guys. So tomorrow I will be watering them, and then after that I will be putting them in bright indirect light. Hey, so this is our 3-week update, and as you can see, we already have second leaves, guys. This one is a new leaf emerging from this node, and that one too. Okay, this one is coming 3 leaves here. I did not do any vacuum dome or humidity dome, but yeah, maybe we can tackle that next time. I just placed them here in this part of the garden. They're receiving bright indirect light from up there, so it's filtered light. Actually, I already sold 2 cuttings here, guys. From the middle cuttings and the top cuts I have already sold. So yeah, that's our propagation update. So this is Ding again, your hardinera from Cebu, yung Bisaya nga hardinera. Again, salamat kayo sa pagsuporta and see you on our next video.